Yo, 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 yo. Yo, it's hot in here. Yo, 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 what it is? What it is, what it is. Man, what I told y'all about these people, man. What I told y'all. What that man said about did he have any response when Rick Ross dissed him? Let's see, let's pull up. Gilly. Let's see if Gilly responded to Rick Ross diss. See what you had to say about Rick Ross diss. Let's see. Told y'all, man, my last live. Never said you wasn't on last live. I got a video I'm ready to drop too, y'all. People that just coming in, make sure y'all check out that video I did on Javante, man. Best video on the internet. What it is. East Baltimore for life. What it do? Man, I'm telling you, man, these boys taking payment. You got Gilly, who supposed to be an old school rap lyricist. He supposed to be an old school rap lyricist talking about Kendrick Lamar. This was weak. Yo, crazy. That boy lying. He took payment. That boy took payment, man. YouTube ain't gonna send nobody over here. Y'all gotta make sure y'all share the live. You know, they don't, you know, this opposite of the normal. Now if you speaking opposite of the normal, yo, they don't really want that out. Hold up. I'm just trying to see if Gilly had anything to say about Rick Ross' death. One week ago. But that was about 2 weeks ago, y'all. Ain't had nothing to say about that. What I tell y'all my last live, I said, don't be surprised. Straight up. I said, don't be surprised if a lot of these niggas that got fired ones pop up online talking about, yo, that Kendrick Lamar, this was whack. What I do? First, soon as I go on Instagram, first person I see, Gilly. Gilly say Kendrick Lamar, this was whack. I said, oh my God, I knew it. I wonder how much they paid him. But they probably gave him like 5 bangs. Like, I just need you to make one post, Gilly. I mean, we got 5K for you. Just make one post. That's it. But yo, I'm starting to like what I'm saying from black people, yo. We really are we really are getting better with creating our own opinion and not being swayed by these entertainers. Cause you go to the comments, like he ain't even say nothing about Rick Ross. You go to the comments, niggas like, man, Gilly tripping. Yeah, he ain't had to say shit about Rick Ross. So what made him speak on Kendrick? You understand what I'm saying, y'all? That's what I be meaning. Right, Crip Mag 6. You was ahead. He didn't say nothing about the Rick Ross diss. So what made him speak on Kendrick? 5K. I mean, 5K. And look, y'all. Niggas was hard on J. Cole for apologize, but now it makes sense. J. Cole picked a side.
Right?
Hold on.
All you niggas that think because you're hot today, think you're gonna be hot tomorrow, nigga. All right, you cool off fast as.
Oh yeah, look, he ain't had nothing to say about Rick Ross. And what it is. Yeah, he been paid off. Ball out. You know how this shit go. He been paid off. I done saying all the time, like, yo, how you gonna say that this is whack? This what he said right here, though.
I just heard that Kendrick Lamar diss. I fuck with Kendrick, but that shit was going on the cob, man. You know what's crazy, man? The light-skinned niggas is winning, man. 3-0, man. Fucking Drake up 2-0.
So let me show you what he tried to do. He tried to tie in Chris Brown because Chris Brown obliterated Quavo. So he tried to tie in Chris Brown to this Drake situation, but that shit is totally separate, totally different, ain't got nothing to do with each other. But he tried to tie it in. You gotta pay these niggas that do this, they real strategic at what they do, man. You gotta pay attention to how they do it. It's a way, it's a way you can sway public opinion.
Up 1-0.
Yeah, my favorite part is then too. Well, what I hear you say, no more. Straight up, we don't either.
I just take me back. I remember in the motherfucking late 80s, the motherfucking light-skinned niggas ran everything up to the late 80s. Then motherfucking Nino Brown pistol whipped every light-skinned nigga in motherfucking New Jack City.
That ain't what happened.
Bad all the way up the motherfucking.
Man, Lil Wayne brought dark-skinned niggas back. He don't even know what he talking about. He a light-skinned niggas, goddamn so. Nigga, you ain't dark-skinned, nigga. But yeah, yeah though, y'all. Remember I was telling y'all, I knew it was gonna be like that. I knew it was gonna be like that. They probably had these niggas on payroll already. Look, whenever he dropped, I got 10,000. Whenever he dropped, I'm talking about you make sure you put the first video out. This how that shit work, man. These niggas be paid, man. I don't know, yo. Yo, but yeah, these niggas be paid, man. I'm trying to tell you. Yo said this shit was weak.
I just heard that.
Yeah, he wild. And this nigga supposed to be. And pay attention. This is a rapper. That's a lyricist. That's from the old school. So you know his words supposed to have more weight. You understand what I'm saying? You would think his word has more weight because of where he from and who he is. I asked him how much money he got paid. Let's see if he comment or block me. I'm dead serious. How much they paid you, champ? That's what I said in the comments.
I fuck with Kendrick, but that shit was going on the cob, man. You know what's crazy, man? The light-skinned niggas is winning, man. 3-0.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You right, most won't, but not Gilly. You feel me? Not Gilly. Gilly understands music. You feel me? He from the era of music. But I'm reading the comments and niggas like, yo, Gilly, you was tripping. Man, that motherfucker was hard. Yo, he said so much, yo. He said so much in that 6 minutes. Ain't no way you can call this shit fake or phony. Ain't no way. We're going to listen to it again. Man, that shit wasn't weak. Let's go back to it. You got to listen to what he said, y'all. See, when it come down, see, that's the thing. Since they're a West Coast rapper, yo, they got their own sound. They got their own sound. But if you listen to what he said, that nigga, he basically called him a rat. Listen to what he said. Listen to him. Act we once knew was looking paranoid and now spiraling. Let's go back. He started off on a slow beat. Off the rip, he on a slow beat.
Them superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch inside.
I think he should have stayed on a slow beat.
We once knew us looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Every intake is feeling distasteful. Why calculate? You're not as calculated. I can even predict your anger. Stories on the family front, cause you heard Mr. Morale. Or pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now.
He a pathetic master manipulator.
Do a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted.
A scam artist with the hope. We're going to break down the whole thing. He called the man a master manipulator, a scam artist with hopes of being accepted. This just the first 10 seconds. Nigga say, fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you pushing T. Y'all know what a T is? I know a T in Baltimore is a tester, nigga. Yeah, man, I don't know what the shit is in Cali, but that's how I took that bar. Like, yo, this nigga's a fucking fraud, man. And that's why J. Cole apologized. Because he's not siding with that shit. You feel me? J. Cole realized by beefing back with Kendrick, he must have got a phone call and was like, yo, that shit ain't really got nothing to do with you. You feel me? That shit ain't really got nothing to do with you. Stay out of it. And then that's when he came on there and apologized. It makes sense now, but nobody else is going to tell y'all that. Yeah, man, because niggas slow. J. Cole picked his side. And his side ain't over there. Because he realized he doing some fake flaw shit, so he ain't fucking with that. That's why he apologized. Whole life, man. Like, yo, this is what y'all not understanding, y'all. What y'all gotta understand is, first, that the niggas are fucking playing. That's what these niggas is telling everybody. Now, they should have been did it. That's how I look at it. Don't get upset now because he got his foot on y'all neck. Y'all should have been did it. But this is what they're doing. The man's whole life is fabricated. We don't know what's the truth. That might not even be his fucking father. You know what I mean? Like, that's the angle that they going at with this nigga. Like, yo, we don't know what's true. The nigga whole life is fucking fabricated. The nigga just came from the grassy. All of a sudden, he's a fucking rapper. Like, yo, make it make sense, y'all. Like, yo, come on, we gotta be smarter than this. He came in the game with Ghostwriters. Now he the top rapper in the game. That makes sense to y'all? Do that make sense to y'all? That shit ain't no organic, man. That's the definition of a plant. DX5. Drake is out here rapping about putting money on niggas and everything right now, man. You know what I mean? It was cool, and I agree with Wisconsin. It was cool when he was just talking, just singing, and man, you would thought Drake was a certified street nigga now. You know what I mean? You'd have thought Drake was a real nigga. Like a nigga. I ain't talking about like on no like real nigga shit. I'm just talking about like a real black man. But you go back when he was 20, it paints a total different story. That's all I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Right. But that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy. Ain't even gotta be exactly, SL. Still love when you see success. Everything with me is blessed. Keep making me dance, waving my hand, and it won't be no threat. I'm knowing they call you the boy. Keep making me dance, wave my hand, and it won't be no threat. Like, yo, we cool with you doing that. Yo, but stop acting like, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. That's all he's saying. It's cool. We was cool, yo, when you came out singing, yo, but this new shit that you on, this gangster Drake, you know, this scared to come to the six and you know, that type talk, man, say that shit, man, cause that ain't you. You out here perpetrating crazy, man. Gillie a goofy. Telling y'all, you can't trust these niggas, man. Pay attention. I keep telling y'all, you gotta pay attention to what niggas speak on, and pay more attention to the things they don't speak on. That let you know who they align with. Yeah, that's my favorite part too, Crip back. That let you know who they align with. He ain't speak on nothing else, but he was the first video pop up. That mean he already had his payment. That shit was on standby. Whenever he dropped, I need you to tell all your files that shit garbage. Told y'all. Let's go to academics. Let's see what he talking about. He probably still alive. Let's check him out. We can refute what the fuck he say. I got a video I need to be working on too, but we're gonna rock out for a little minute.
Love games but hate the grind? With WeMod, you can be invincible, unimaginably wealthy.
Think Drake's up, he thinks Kendrick's up. What do you think the next move is for both? I think in 7 days, Drake is about to fire this nigga up. And he's the only debate.
Why are you giving him 7 days?
Do I drop my bomb on him now, or do I do another song to kind of get his bomb?
I can agree on that. I feel like the bombs have not came yet. This is both. You can agree to disagree. Whoever got round one, this is great. Niggas fuck with that shit. Round two, if it's gonna be a round two. Niggas gotta come for the juggler. It can't be no more pussyfooting around.
Okay.
On both sides, though.
And by the way, I'll agree with that.
This battle is plagued by recency bias. I'm gonna just say that. I just want to say that.
this whole entire beef is going to be plagued by recency bias.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. By the way, that's my man Kyrie who just jumped in. Okay, so Kyrie,
good nigga.
Okay, so Kyrie, you said it's gonna be plagued by recency bias. Now, here's the thing, because we ran like a couple polls, and Kendrick has won on all polls. We had one poll with 50,000 votes.
See?
We have another one without
people starting to think for themselves. They're not allowing these niggas to sway public opinion no more. I love to see that from the culture, yo, because for the longest time, yo, that hasn't been us. For the longest time, yo, we've been easy as shit to sway, yo, by public opinion, yo. That's probably ODM Slim.
It's still getting that 70% for Kendrick and like 30% or 25% for Drake.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you why. I had a deep thought about this the other day. There's a reason why no matter how many songs Drake does in a row to diss a nigga like Kendrick, the problem is every nigga that's a nigga has a certain level of respect for Kendrick, because when you look at the big three in general, it's harder to beat Kendrick than it is the other two. So he's always going to have the underdog favor. You feel me?
Yeah.
Let me go back.
I ain't even bleed him yet. Can I bleed him? When I see you stand by 6,
I want to see what these academics had to say.
Other than that, the fight usually is over after one of those type of songs comes out. You get what I mean? Do I believe either or has dropped it? By the way, Like That does not count. Like That is I keep saying that's the weigh-in prelims. Drake has push-ups is not back-to-back. Euphoria is not hit 'em up or whatever you want to call it. Even though I don't think hit 'em up was the knockout was necessarily, big and pop. Anyway, the point is this. Clearly, we're at a round that we're gonna try to pick a winner, but this fight isn't over. Clearly, it's not over. Drake went, I want to be in the clubs.
Yeah, but Drake don't write his music, so it's like, yo, I don't give a fuck what he dropped. The shit garbage.
But I'm also setting it up for what I got coming later. From the song name.
Like, yo, they talk, like, this nigga be talking about Drake like this nigga write his own music. Like, yo, what the fuck? The nigga don't write his own music, so his pen ain't dangerous. You know what I mean? What, he gonna hire the best writers in the world? Like, so he could, like, yo, fuck, that shit's garbage, man. Like, you not writing that shit, my nigga. Man, Act been getting paid by Drake people for 15 years to say Drake is the best. That's what Act is. That's who he is. He been getting paid. Ain't no way, yo, you could say somebody the best for 15 years, yo. Ain't nobody come close. Not one rapper. We done seen a million rappers since then. Nobody came close. Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Right? Now we get to find out.
Anybody that take payment, opinion not valid. What the hell? What happened to my internet?
Let's get into some.
So he lost the leg.
If we're playing chess, back to the situation.
I want to go back to what he said.
He responded to something, but I can't tell what. He said, I ain't thinking about no.
Yeah, you already know, y'all.
So okay.
I know that's why he do that shit.
These very subtle nuances that Drake is giving off, that they start clouding the other nigga. You get what I mean? And I think that's what Kendrick.
Like, oh, this nigga then came in and mocked our whole culture.
Addressing by saying, "Yo, you're moving like a degenerate, heavy antic, and it's feeling distasteful." He's basically saying that Drake's doing too much, right? So why calculate you?
Y'all want to listen to Drake? Let me show y'all the real Drake. I'm gonna let y'all hear the real Drake, who Drake really is behind the motherfucking mascara. Let me show y'all, because I think people still be confused about who this guy is. Let me show y'all who he is.
It sure shouldn't be this hard. Hello?
Listen to this man, yo. Can't believe he jumping in, this nigga turning 50. This is, hold on. Oh, this is Drake right here.
Do you have like your words up there that like
check them out, y'all.
kind of funky and weird?
The guys at our school, instead of addressing people like the group, like saying like, "What are you guys doing?" Say, "Man's like you." It's really
This Drake as an adult.
You were going to that, and then this thing's like the group. crew.
That's interesting.
It's not. It's really ignorant. Or rude. That's rude.
No.
Was it good, Pam?
Look at his crew.
That's fat. That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, I hear that.
These are old school, like.
Yeah, those are old school. I don't want to talk like that. No.
Yeah.
You see, that's hot. You see that a lot. That's hot.
When I was really whatever somewhere else, it just sort of it bugged me, man. It bugged me because it was like somebody I looked up to at one point. It was somebody that I was like I used to see out and be like, yo, that's that nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. He opened for Jay. You know, he had records. He was killing them. He worked with Pharrell. He worked with the Clips.
Look how happy he was. Look how happy he was at one point just to be a part of the culture. Now he dragging his nuts on niggas. Now he dragging his nuts on niggas. That's all I'm trying to get people to understand. And I have no problem with what these niggas is doing. And any black man of the culture that's standing against him is on some bullshit. See, I'm ready to end this live video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I gotta answer this phone call. What the fuck? Can't end the fucking live.